Yes, sir. Welcome to the second podcast, actually, of the series. We have my boy 404 Hugo. Is it Hugo? Hugo.
Hugo.
Hugo. On the Hugo was an artist. Were you born? Were you born in ATL, or you was born out
Yeah, I
here?
was born in Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised. Moved out here when I was 13 in AZ.
Okay. Hella different though, right?
Very different, man. Different demographic and all of that, man. But you know, it is what it is, man. I like it out here for real.
Yeah. How do you think the difference between like living in Atlanta over here when it comes to like the music industry is hella it's a difference, right? It's a different swap. I'm pretty
Oh
sure in Atlanta
yeah,
is huge, but did you see any change in Phoenix or not?
definitely. I seen a change, man. Um, it's like how can I say this? The music scene is more faster in Atlanta than it is out here, and it's more growing because that's down south and whatnot. And I feel like out here it's not too much of a music scene. It's not. It's
Yeah.
not where music is at. But I see people. I slowly but for surely see people trying to make something happen out here, though.
Yeah.
As we kind of do. I
And they
merely
come
see
into
AZ,
like
huh?
They come in. Phoenix is the fastest growing city. I believe, yeah, the
Mhm.
fastest growing city in America. Like the music scene out here, but like we're talking universal now. So like even though like you're in Phoenix right now, I'm in Phoenix. We be pretty much all over the place. You know what I'm saying? We be back and forth, da da da. So
Yeah.
like it don't really. That's why when people ask you what's like, I'm pretty sure they ask you like, bro, where you living? Where's your home? Like I think
Mhm.
home is like I think Kanye said it, he's like home is your backpack. You know what I'm saying? Like you just
Yeah.
go and wherever opportunity takes you, you go. You know, like I'm pretty. You came to Phoenix and then went back to ATO and then came back, right? So it's just
Mhm.
moving all over the place and like
Yeah. So how that actually went, man, and every time I speak about this, it's kind of like a timeline, man. Like it's kind of like
yeah,
a definitely like a timeline because you can definitely see how I'm growing as a person and 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 experiencing different things.
yeah.
And I cannot lie, my life is like a movie, man. That
Yes,
it's
sir.
crazy.
I think I put that in my bar on my actual song. We're gonna quote
Yeah,
that. I think my life is like a
a
movie. We're gonna quote
movie for real. Yep,
boy,
I'm
that's
already
real.
knowing. But
Yeah.
like my life is like definitely for real a movie. But like
Yeah.
I can say it like this, man. Um, I live with my mom. She was a single parent. Both I had both parents in my life.
Okay.
Um, but they were co-parenting all my life basically.
Okay.
It got to a certain point where um I was getting on my mom's nerves, being defiant, doing all types of other stuff, hanging around the wrong crowd, toting guns, being involved with gangs and all this other stuff. And um one thing led to another and my mom kicked me out at around like 13 years old.
Damn.
Sent me to my dad. My dad moved to Arizona.
Okay.
So it was kind of weird that my dad moved to Arizona. I didn't know anything about no moving out of or going out of the country because or not even the country, going out of the state because I never been out of the state at that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
weird. So at 13 I go live with my pop. So from probably like from 13 up until 18, I lived in AZ and been doing music ever since, but I ain't never really take it serious until I was like um 19. But
Okay.
from like 13 to 18, um I living with my dad in Arizona, and I had gotten in some trouble out here as well as a kid in high school, and so um I got kicked out of my dad's spot. He sent me back to my mom
Wait,
at
so you got kicked
18.
out your mom's and then you got kicked out of Pop's crib?
Yeah. hmm
Damn.
So I
Damn.
lasted about 13, 14, 15.
Damn.
Yeah, I lasted about 6 years. I lasted about six
What
years.
was you doing? I know you was a bad kid, but I seen videos of you, your bro, and Tank, you know what I'm saying, when y'all younger and shit. But
Yeah.
like, damn, what was just I'm pretty sure in Atlanta, bro, the scene is just, you know what I'm saying, where y'all pretty much where was at, the scene is just different. So you know what I'm saying, the influence and stuff. But when you
Yeah.
came out here, did they think that everything was gonna completely change? Like when you came out here?
My parents.
Yeah, did they think like, okay, you know, if we bring 404 out here, then shit is gonna be at least better, you know what I'm saying? Because Arizona, like Arizona was, I'm pretty sure back then it was still obviously there's certain parts, but it's not as like with ATL, you know.
Yeah. So with that said, between my parents, they both felt like it would be a good fit for me to stay with my pop because my
Yeah,
mom can't raise a man, and you know what I mean, like that. So, in the aspect of teaching a man how to be a man, in that aspect.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, they saw it was a good fit, and in a sense it was. At the time, I didn't feel like that was. I didn't feel like that was a good. My bad. Hold on. At the time, I didn't feel like that was a good thing or whatever. How I may say that, but at the end of the day, now that I'm grown now, I can say that that actually did help. You know, so
yeah.
um, at one point in time, man, uh, I moved back to Atlanta at around like 18,
Okay.
and what happened? Oh shit, sorry. Trying to charge my phone, man.
Yeah, shit going bad.
Yeah, it going bad, man. Trying
I
to
hear you, bro. I hear you.
give me a second.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. So while he doing his thing, I was telling on the podcast this is the we filmed two podcasts in one day, but we probably gonna put this out um, the following week, or we might dump it twice. It doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I was telling the setup, bro. The setup look icy, but this is some last minute. Like the one thing about creatives is, bro, creatives when it comes to last minute stuff, they will make things work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
side too. You understand when it comes to music or last minute things, like you have to get creative last minute. Like I just put these things. These was already in the garage. I put them together. I just made it
Yeah.
look. I had to add some colors and stuff. Get the lighting.
Exactly.
But I think sometimes the best way to do it is just do it. Like I
That's
call my,
it.
he helped me out last minute. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, bro. First of all, I appreciate you for coming on. You know what I'm saying? And helping
Oh
me
yeah, most definitely, man. I
because I know how
appreciate you
big.
for having me.
Yeah, of course, bro. Yeah, honey. You see, you sound official and everything in this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
You
honey.
know, at the end of the day, man, men know how to talk. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
and cause and another, and I can get to that too because I just knew at a certain point in time that I had to be able to know how to speak because I was gonna be in front of labels, and I'm gonna get to that too because I didn't seen stuff. I didn't been around, and I didn't been in rooms with big artists, big names, all types of stuff. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And now I'm in a position where I can maneuver my own life.
yeah.
And I'm gonna get back to it,
You got a lot of The thing about this dude is like this dude probably lived like 100 lives already. You know what I'm saying? Like
man.
certain rooms that a lot of people dream of. He been in certain studio situations, uh, a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start from the beginning. Uh, when did you find out that I love this music shit? Like it makes me happy because obviously happiness is everything. Like when did it start? Like I'm happy, and then as well as like, I'm talented.
Uh, shoot, it really started around like I knew it at about like I want to say about like 15 because at the time I have a twin brother. So at the time,
Sir, my guy Drew.
yeah. So
Yeah,
at the time it was me and him making music together, and we was taking it thorough. And my dad, he was thinking, my mom and my dad was thinking it was like a phase, but we was had to prove to them it's not no phase. We really, fuck with this music stuff. You know what I mean? So we um we was going hard for about like a couple of years in that time from 15 up until my time of coming back to Atlanta.
okay, okay.
We was going hella hard, and like we used to write in notepads our composition books, and my dad would take our composition books and tell us by the end of the day we got to rap it to him, and sure that we were like we have to remember our words, you know what I mean? So in
Yeah,
that instance it was like, man, damn, that's a whole different challenge. And when it comes to
yeah,
challenges, man, I'm there for it, So
yeah, definitely. And
that
you,
that's really when I knew that I really loved this for real.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you feel like somebody? Because I know with music, like Bro, that shit definitely. So I barely started. I've always wanted to make music, but I barely started. I'm on the new train of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And like, bro, I feel like when it comes to your work, like, so like even before music, I was doing film full time, and I feel like because I was doing it for so long, like it was hard to let it go because I was like, yo, this ain't making me happy anymore. I'm gonna move on to the next. But it was so hard to let that shit go, and
yeah,
I think people forget that um, you have every opportunity and you have control of your life on what you want to do. Like if you want to move to a different lane or do whatever, like whatever makes you happy at the time. And I would say like music might not make you happy forever, or film might not make you happy, or your job might not make you happy forever. But you got to learn how to lane switch. And I see with you, like I see you doing music, but then as well as on the side, you're learning how to start up businesses and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
getting creative with like the entrepreneurship. How do you feel? Like, do you feel like entrepreneurship is important when it comes to music, like
Um,
artists and stuff?
yeah. So in my instance, based off of what I've seen with a bunch of artists, like your favorite artists, man, don't even own their name. You know, so
Hell yeah,
and entrepreneurship comes with knowledge, and knowledge comes with power. So if, like I said, your favorite artists don't even own their own name because they
yeah.
didn't have no knowledge. They didn't own their name. You
Who do
know, and they
you
don't
mean by
own percentages of their music or they records. You know, because
yeah,
they're not reading or knowing what certain things is on their contract when they signing it. You know what I mean? So it's a lot that go on with that, and then that's gonna fall in the timeline as well when I keep going and finishing up. Speaking about how I got to the point where I'm at,
yeah,
so because man, it's been a journey, man. It's been a
man,
real journey, and
yo,
I can say that with the most humblest heart. Like it's been a long journey, but I can also be grateful because I didn't went through it all for real, and that was just a little bit. I can say I've been through it all, but it ain't really that much. You know what I mean? And I know it's not the end. We got
see that.
more obstacles.
Yeah. See, that's what we were talking is like everything's perspective. The fact that he said all everything that he'd been through, and I like he told me a few things about what I'm saying how we grew up as well, and like I like certain situations, and like the fact that he said everything he'd been through is tiny compared to what could happen or what could come. It's just perspective, like it's more of like you can be a why me person, like why me, like my life is this and all this shit happened to me, like damn my shit is, and then your expectation is everything's gonna keep getting better, but it's no, like obstacles are always gonna happen. It's a learning
Hmm.
lesson. Like that's why I say like this dude lived 100 lives because like feeling every emotion, every type of situation, learning how to, and I always say this like street smart. If you're street smart, you're overpowering being book smart. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
being book smart is just you're just doing what you think. Obviously, you know your knowledge and stuff like that. But if you can move around in real life, if you're able to move around in real life, you're a dangerous human being. Like if you're
man.
not finesse your way through any situation, you're a dangerous human being, and you cannot be stopped. You know what I'm saying? There's no
Exactly,
way stopping you.
exactly, man. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
bro.
saying? And it comes with the territory. It's all everything is a mind game, man. It really
Yeah,
is. It's a mind game. You just got to know how to play that. If you don't know how
yeah,
to play, you're gonna lose every time. And you're
yeah,
just gonna be one of them brainwashed zombies. And even take you for example, right? You live freely, you know. Um, how you live your life is how most people should live their life
yeah. I hear
because it's a lot of people that's stuck in the mindset where they gotta do this every day, wake up, and not controlled, but they're conditioned to do this every single day. What no creativity, they just
you.
every
Yeah,
single day, every single day, every single day. But there's no creativity in the line of their schedule, so they're
yeah.
not really elevating, but they're elevating in the eyes of the Europeans. You get what I'm
Uh,
saying? Like just if the American dream,
the
if
American
you want to
dream.
say,
Yeah.
yeah, um,
And I believe everybody. I believe. And I'm gonna say this. I believe everybody has a creative side to them. It's
yes,
just you have to find out how to unlock it.
gotta
And
tap in.
I think the biggest thing is fear because he didn't know he didn't come off the womb and just started crying as a baby and just be like I'm a rapper, I'm an artist,
Right,
no, you had to find ways to understand that okay, this is my talent. this is my skill, this is my passion. Same thing with me, like this podcast and like music and film and everything that I'm doing, like I was never born and like, yo, this is mine. You know, it's like you gotta find that.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go out and experiment and try. When people ask me all the time, it's like, bro, why are you doing 1,000 things? It's like I'm trying to find what's me for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yep.
gonna keep trying until I find, okay, this is my lane. I finally found my lane, and this is my lane. Now, obviously, this is my lane because I'm on a roll. Two videos already. You know what I'm saying? We going. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Same thing with
Exactly.
your music. Once you found your lane, it's over. But I really believe that like living your dream instead of chasing them is key. Like you can live your dream. Like him when he was 13, 15, writing and freestyling, doing his thing. That's the start of him living his dream. And then he just kept leveling
Mm-hmm.
up. I know now with music, you've been in studios with. I know you can name drop. You've been in studios with a few big people, right?
Kevin Gates, Lil Yachty, Young Thug, uh,
Uh,
his artists, Lil Keith and Young Got It or Uri, no, whatever his name is.
yeah, I know Little Key.
Lil Got It. Um, I done been in the studio with um countless of people, bro. Over the years, man, it's gotten to a point where it's like, man, I need to get myself together. As far as an artist, like I be in a room with so many people, but they not gonna take you serious unless you take yourself serious. You
Uh,
know, so in that sense, like I know you just I don't know if you seen the new Kanye video that like the new Kanye movie or the series or whatever.
I seen it on Netflix. By the way,
Yeah,
10
on
out.
Netflix.
Yeah, yeah,
That right there is basically the life that I basically was living. And my mom is the same way as Kanye's mom. And my mom always supported me in the music. You know what I mean? So it's like, and when I watched it, I just watched it last night. When I watched it, I was like, damn, I'm seeing so much of this. And
yeah,
it's crazy, like, because of the connections that I have. See, Kanye used his connections to his advantage. See,
yeah.
if you got a plate full of food, it's up to you to eat it.
Damn.
You feel
Damn. Clip
me?
that. We gonna clip that. If you got a plate full of food, it's up to you to eat it and take
Yeah,
that. It don't matter if you decide if you don't like the food, if it smells nasty or whatever. You gotta take the chance and try that.
because it's an experience, right?
That's real.
It's an experience. It don't matter what food it is. It could
Yeah.
be Honduras food. It could be Chinese. It could be Indian. It don't matter. At the end of the day, it's different kind of food, but it's an experience. You know what I mean? And we
Yeah.
live based off of experience. You feel
That's
me?
real.
So in that instance, me seeing all of these people and being around these people was an experience. But at that point, the fact that I'm experiencing these people, I have to take advantage and get in where I fit in. If I don't get in where I fit in, I'll never move up. You
Damn.
know?
Damn. Yeah.
It
You do you feel like you've experienced a lot of Kanye moments where you're in a room with all these big ass stars, big ass people in the industry, and you're getting overlooked and stuff like that. Do you feel like you have Kanye moments that if the camera was following you, you'd be like, yo, 404 is literally living just how Kanye came up. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Exactly.
Because even the show, it was crazy. Like this, all the hits that we bumped over the years, he was playing that in the record label room, and they all didn't take him serious, and that was the sad part. That's where I fell for Kanye. It was just like I even me personally, like I felt moments like that as well, where I've been in a room and I've been overshadowed, or I've been
Mhm.
with certain people. Because one thing about me is like I'm pretty sure the same thing with you is like when you know your worth, nobody can bring you down. You know, like
Exactly.
nobody like you start looking at people like yo, you goofy. You know what I'm saying? So like when people do shit, I swear when people do shit, like Kanye's moment, like or any moment when you speak good about yourself or you have some type of moment, I don't wait for people to validate my work. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that my shit's hot. Like this podcast, like I don't care about. I know this podcast is 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I know this shit's gonna blow up and it's gonna get to where it's gonna go. I know content is my lane. I don't have to wait for somebody to say no. You made it or you're big or you're not. You know what I'm saying? I decide that. You know what I'm saying?
You
And
decide that. Correct.
I yeah yeah. And that's crazy though. You've been in studios with a lot of people, and your
Mhm.
situation is definitely. What's up? I know you got a twin. First of all, a lot of people don't know that. Brandon
Mhm.
got a whole twin, bro. And
Yeah.
yeah, which is hella good friends with me too. You know what I'm saying? Uh, when you guys came up, did you guys come up on like a Sway Lee, Ray Sherman group, or how was that? Or were you guys separate artists
Uh, we actually started as a group. Yeah.
as a group? Right? Okay, okay,
hmm Yeah, we started as a group, and then at a certain point in time when I decided to move. Now, mind you, the time that I moved back when I got kicked out of my pop's crib and was sent back at 18, I lived with my mom up until I was 19. So yeah, up until like no, actually I lived with my mom up until like I was 20 years old.
okay.
She kicked me out again. But this time I was
Yeah,
not gonna have a place to go. If it wasn't for my grandmother, I would be on the streets, right? So my
yeah.
grandmother took me in. So from like 20 to like 22, I lived with my grandmother, and then I decided to move back to Arizona in 2018. And I moved and lived in a recording studio.
In Arizona.
In Arizona, I slept in a recording studio. Now, mind you, to go to take you back, how do I get to sleep on a recording studio? That's like that sounds outlandish, right?
Yeah,
But it's only because of one person. And this one person is the reason why I got so many doors open for myself. And then I had to take. Remember that analogy that I used. You got a
yeah.
plate full of food. You got to eat it, right?
Eat it. Yep, yep.
So this person that um put me in this position to be able to stay at a recording studio and live there and do that type of stuff. His name is Freeze.
Okay,
He go by
okay.
the name of Freeze, and he's a big influential guy out here in Arizona. But he moved to Atlanta once upon a time, and he was taking over the streets of Atlanta. Um, he's been like my mentor, and I met him when I was like 16. That's how he was the reason I was able to meet Kevin Gates and
Oh
in the
shit,
nature of that yeah,
that's
like
crazy.
old heads and stuff like that. And it's man, it's crazy. I don't want to like go all over the place, but like,
No, no,
but
yeah.
in like 2018, and go back there, I was able to live in this recording studio with my mentor Freeze, and he let me stay there for a whole year.
So you
And during that
slept,
time,
slept in the recording studio for a year.
yeah, and I slept on the
Man,
floor. He had a couch in there or whatever. I
yeah.
slept on either it was between me and my twin. We would sleep in there. So one night I would get the floor, one night he'd get the couch. One night I get the couch, he'd get the floor.
Man, people don't understand that, bro. Bro, this
Mm-hmm.
dude went from ATL, moving around, recording studios, getting kicked out, coming back to Arizona. Like you already know how the story. That's why I said the dude lived 100 lives. Then living in a recording studio for a year,
For a
swapping.
year, man.
Were you guys recording music at the recording studio as well?
Now, here's the funny part about that, right?
Sorry.
All right, so when I first moved out there, when I
Yeah.
first moved back out here in 2018 to live at the recording studio, the only software I knew how to record off of was GarageBand because I was you from 2018 and in the past. That's all I was using was GarageBand, and I always looked at Pro Tools as it was complex. I didn't know how to use it. I said I wasn't gonna touch it because it looked like that's an industry level type thing.
Yeah.
That's the type of software people use in the industry. I don't know how to use that. So when I first came to here and lived at a recording studio, that's all you had was Pro Tools. So
Damn.
he had engineers there. So he has a fully functioning recording studio. And the engineer there, I knew him since I was like probably like 17. I met him when I was like 17 when I not first came, but when I came out here and I actually came to the recording studio, I met this engineer. And it's funny how I learned too. Cause that's how
Oh, so
I was able
Pro
to
Tools.
huh?
You learned the whole Pro Tools?
Yeah, I learned the whole Pro Tools, but not within the time frame that the engineer gave me. So it
Okay.
was like once upon a time, and during the time I was living there, um, I was like, man, I need to make music. I don't have no more music. I just got this catalog that I have, but I need new music. I already got a good catalog, but I need new music.
Yeah.
So I was like, how am I record? I can only record off a GarageBand. And at that time, I was looking at it like, okay, I'm limiting myself. I'm
Yeah,
like, man, I used to get on the computer and try to fuck around and try to see what I can do, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I
yeah.
was like, man. So I asked the engineer, I said, man, you could teach me? You could teach me how to do this? And he's like, yeah, I can teach you, but I'm going to teach you in steps. And he hit me with a trick. So, dude, um, dude showed me how to do stuff and how to make my own template on Pro Tools and how to record myself
Oh, so you can be good for life.
so I'd be good for life.
Yeah.
But here's the trick though. This the first day. First day he's teaching me throughout the whole day. He's teaching me. Boom. So he's like, all right, looks like you got it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Look like you got it. Okay,
Yeah.
boom. All right, I got a session tomorrow. You gonna do it. All right,
Damn,
bet.
he put you under pressure.
He put me on the under pressure, bro. Put
Damn,
me under pressure.
damn.
And
And
here's
most
the
niggas gonna fold. Most niggas gonna fold, by the way.
they gon'
Yeah,
fold.
yeah,
But I had to tell myself I can't fold. And I was getting nervous, but at the same time, there was no point in getting nervous when you're in the battlefield. You either gonna die or you gonna battle.
yes, sir. We gonna
You
quote
feel
that
me?
shit, by the way. We gonna quote that shit.
That's real.
Yeah,
So I had that concept in my mind, like I'm either gonna battle or I'm gonna fail. And
yeah,
and it's either two. It's either or. And I chose to battle. I'm not gonna fail.
yeah.
So the person who came in for the session came in that next day. Here's the trick though. He told me he was gonna do it, but I know him. I know the engineer to be when he comes in to work. You feel me? So I'm
I,
thinking he gonna overshadow and oversee me. You feel me? While I'm working,
yeah.
he's not doing that. Dude was like, all right, look, you already know how to turn this on. You know how to turn this on and turn this on. All right. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna be here,
Damn. So he left you by yourself.
and you can't call me.
And for people to understand that don't engineer edit music, bro, it's when you first start, it's difficult. It's a lot of names that you don't know. It's a lot of buttons that you don't know, and then as well as you're dealing with the pressure of somebody on your ear telling you it don't sound like that. Make it sound like this. How do you get it to this?
Wow.
That like it's
Wow.
so difficult. Once you get the hang of it, obviously it gets easier. And also, I heard you Pro Tools, right?
Yeah.
I personally think Pro Tools is so difficult. I use Logic Pro. I feel like it's simple, it's easy. But if you're a pro, I know Pro Tools have different features and way more add-ons and stuff. But
Yeah.
the fact that you did Pro Tools on your own with the pressure of somebody on your ass too, that shit wild, bro. That shit,
That is wild, man.
that shit wild.
I I commend myself for that because man, that moment, man, that was like, man, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
But you can't doubt yourself, bro. That's the thing. If you doubt yourself, you always gonna get a negative outcome. And in that instance, I was doubting myself. But one thing led to another, and that session was 100% completed and done the right way. And I
yeah,
did not fail at all. The session, the dude who was in the session, he was actually intrigued of my work, and I asked him for a review. Like, did I do good? He was like, man, I really rock with it. Like,
that's
yeah,
wild.
like, boom, you did. And I'm in my head, I'm just like, bro, that's crazy.
So
He's really messing with my work, and I didn't really do nothing.
yeah. I think it's just like a back to the creative, being creative. You know, like when you in pressure, like I think you were understand, you were able to be able to handle the situation under pressure well. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot
Exactly.
of people, because it's not people just think it's click click click. Like there's a lot of different levels you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You can max out on certain type of. I don't want to say the wrong word because I know real engineers are gonna be on my ass. The one thing about that as well is like I've worked with plenty of engineers. You know
Hmm.
LA all over the place. Like, bro, when you learn how to do your own shit, it's golden. Like, it's
It is.
golden, bro. And I'm pretty. I know you mix your music as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about how.
Mix and master.
Yeah. Oh, you master too?
Yeah.
Damn. I go the easy route. I use the software where the AI machine masters it.
You Lander. I'm knowing.
Oh, okay.
It's you got Lander. You got I know about the softwares.
Yo.
Yeah, I used to use them too at one point in time when I was doing GarageBand when
Yeah.
I didn't know how to master. Feel me?
It's crazy though, cause I heard. So I be thinking that shit sounds. I use eMaster 2 as well, but I be thinking like, yo, this shit sounds slap. Just throw it on there. Because when I used to go to studios, when these motherfuckers used to charge me a different price from like mixing and then mastering. So I'm like,
Mhm.
fuck, like, cause I used to record and then they'll send me to another guy to master it. So I'm like, damn,
Right.
what's the difficulty of master? I'm like, damn, that shit probably. So then I heard my song without a master. Shit is not right. You gotta have that master. You know what I'm saying?
You have to.
But then when I heard AI can do all that, I was like, AI
Hmm.
is a beautiful motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because I just
Yeah.
dropped that shit and it's boom. But I still heard it's not studio quality sound, right? Can you tell the
Mm. But no, here's the thing though. So when I started to know the importance of a master is when I got in the room with some executives of Atlantic Records.
okay,
They
okay.
were speaking on about how like where like they want their artists music to be at a certain frequency, and of course you know the standard is 44.1 kilohertz. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So that's the standard, and they want their artists to be at a certain kilohertz. You know what I'm saying. So it's like, dang. So it's like, okay, you want that, and then you get that standard, but when you're mastering, bro, you have to master, and this is like I grew to the fact that as an artist, I'm going to be listening to my master, and I can't no longer master my own music because to my ear it's going to sound good, but to
yeah,
somebody else's ear it may not. You feel me?
yeah, yeah,
So I need somebody else's touch on it, so that way I know I'm getting the best quality out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to know exactly what type of standard I need on my track. So I was like, man, once I started to understand the mastering, man,
yeah,
it went from there. But now that I actually just mix my music, I don't master no more. I know how to master,
yeah.
but I don't master. I get the mix, I'll send it off to one of my producers. That now I have to say this. I'm gonna go off on a little tangent for a little bit.
Let's do it.
When I say producer,
Let's
I'm gonna
talk.
go off. I'm going on a little tangent.
Yeah,
When I say producer, I find it that some people get it misconstrued. When I say producer, they thinking a producer as a mixer. When I say producer, a producer is a person who makes beats.
ah,
An engineer is a person who mixes music.
ah. We're gonna clip that. We're gonna clip that because a lot
You
of people
feel me?
confusion. Yeah, a lot of people.
That's a big confusion that I see
Yeah,
in my mind frame when I see a lot of people talk to me. And they're like, oh yeah, who produce your music? So what you mean produce? Yeah, are you asking about the beat?
yeah.
Because that's what a producer is.
No,
You know
definitely.
what I mean? So in that instance, I said I'm gonna go back now. So when I just mix my music and I send it off to an engineer to go ahead and master my music.
Okay, okay.
And I got a couple of engineers,
Hey,
like
the best.
big engineers. You know what I'm saying?
He's got a yeah, yeah,
And it just come with the territory because I told you. Go back to that analogy again.
yeah.
You
Connect.
have a plate full of food. You gotta eat.
Yeah,
If you don't eat, you don't get a result. If you don't eat, your stomach gonna hurt.
that's real.
You
Don't
feel me?
yeah, don't cap out on your blessings, man. A lot of people,
Cap it on your blessings.
yeah, a lot of people they own enemies and shit. I
Exactly.
yeah, I have questions though. So I know you said back to the producing thing because I had a question. Everybody, I think a lot of people are confused about this. So producers obviously make beats, and then engineers, for people that don't know, mix and
It makes
master and all that stuff, and mess with the auto tune and do all that stuff. So someone like I know it's random, but someone like DJ Khaled, what the fuck does he do? You know what I'm saying? Because he don't make the music, he don't sing and all that. And then I heard, does he make the beats or he doesn't?
he's a DJ.
He's a DJ.
He's a DJ. Yeah.
Okay, so he just puts the songs and everything together. Because I know,
He's a host.
so do will we call him as like a producer? Because I know like in film, a producer is somebody that they literally. So the producer is the person that brings the actors, the directors, gets the but bring everything literally together. You know what I'm saying? Where in music, I think people confuse that as like
Different layman terms for different companies.
different companies, different lanes, different culture,
You
different.
feel me?
Yup.
Exactly. So when it comes to DJ Khaled, he's a DJ host.
Okay, okay,
That's
okay.
all he is, man. It's easy to be a DJ, but it's not easy. Because I know a couple of DJs, you know what I'm saying? And it's not easy.
Yeah,
It's really not. as far even as an artist is not easy. But then in general, for anything is not easy. You feel me? So
Yeah.
you just got to be able to be willing to put your 10,000 hours in, man. And
Yes, sir. You
that's
got.
it,
I
literally.
mean, if it makes you happy, it should be easy, right? It
It should be easy.
is difficult, but the process of wanting to do it should be easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And what really got me into wanting to learn how to use Pro Tools and stop being scared to put my foot in the dirt is being creative.
Yeah.
I feel like everything that I do, like it's based around creativity. Cause once it was a certain time. I think it was like I was probably around like 18, 19. That around that age gap. I was actually doing graphic design, right?
Okay. Okay.
I was doing graphic design, and it started out as me just messing around. I was just really just messing around. I had a computer, and I remember me just playing around. I just had the software as a free trial, and I was just playing around on it just to see what I could do. I wasn't trying to make nothing of it or
Yeah.
anything. I was being serious. I was just playing around. And then I started looking at YouTube, and people keep forgetting that YouTube is a killer, man. It just like you can learn so much off of YouTube. If you have a thought in your head, go to YouTube.
YouTube.
You feel me? So at the time, it was some features that I did not know how to work in Photoshop to make covers.
Yeah.
And at a certain point in time, I called myself a graphic designer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I stayed consistent in that, and guess where that led me?
Guess for what?
Guess what? I said I stayed consistent in being a graphic designer within 6 months, and that led me to start working with Futures artists.
That's hard. That
I started doing covers for Futures artists, and
you started. You started 6 months ago, 6 months before that.
so like when I was 18,
Yeah.
I was playing around, and then around like at the end of the year, um, I'm approaching 19 years old. My birthday's February 7th, so I'm approaching 19 years old. So probably 6 months into that, I was working with Futures artists, man, doing graphic design, making
Damn.
making their covers and stuff, man.
Damn.
And I met a guy, which is my cousin's partner. He used to go to Clark Atlanta
Okay.
and a college in Atlanta, Georgia. And at the time he was in the military, and he also was doing graphics. And we decided to come together on some stuff and try to do it as a team at one point in time. And at now today, he's Lil Baby's personal graphic designer.
Damn.
Yeah, like I got ties, bro. Like I have real ties. Like if just imagine if I stayed doing that, um, I would be in the same position with my bro. But I let him have that. I passed the torch on to him and let him hold that light.
Yeah.
Cause he took the initiative and put his 10,000 hours into that. You
Yeah.
feel me? And I started seeing myself wither away as an artist. So I came back to being an artist
Uh,
because I was like, man, I'm good at what I do, but I'm still an artist. I can't
see,
walk away from being an artist. You know, I gotta continue to put these 10,000 hours in and stay consistent.
yeah. And that's
Um,
what people fear too. Is like if you have something big going on for your life, like you might have
mhm,
so huge, but if you feel it in your gut that it's not for you, this is not your place. It's so scary to leave that, but sometimes you have to do it. It don't matter.
mhm.
It don't matter if you're making way more money, you have way more bigger blessings than you thought. You know what I'm saying? If you
Exactly.
feel like that's not your lane and you're not happy, do not be afraid of shit. You know, because like he said, you know what I'm saying, he could have done that. He could have definitely been a graphic designer for Lil Baby and about definitely more. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
that artist part of him definitely would have faded away. You know, so for him
And I can't let that happen.
to step back and be like, nah, this is my lane. That's huge, bro. And that's why I love this podcast. And the reason I started is a lot of people that are gonna watch this, bro, are gonna be inspired by that. You know what I'm saying? I know we
Hmm.
can even get away from the creative side, like people who work these jobs, right? Like I have friends that get paid $200,000, $150,000 at their job, bro, but they're depressed, bro. They hate it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Wanna they want to stop their jobs and go paint in their garage and get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? They want it, but then once you make a certain amount of money, it's so difficult to train your mind to be like, no, I'm gonna leave this and I'm gonna go do what makes me happy. But saying that might give people the benefit of like having some type of hope. You know what I'm saying? Of really following their lead. Because music, bro, music took you. Look at you, bro. You like you said, you're in studios, you hustling, you grinding. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But you're sticking.
And I have something to say about that too.
Yeah, what's up? Talk to me. Talk to me.
A lot of, a lot of people will be afraid to admit this,
Yeah.
but a lot of people are scared to lose.
Damn. Damn.
They're scared to lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Me, I'm afraid to lose as well, and I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. I'm not letting the fact that I'm afraid to lose hinder me from um go for my success.
Yup.
Because a lot of people be afraid to lose that they'll let they're hindering themselves from their success. Me saying that is like they'll keep themselves from doing certain things.
Yeah.
Like opportunities will come and they'll be like, oh well, I can't do this because of this, and I can't do this because of...
Yup.
I don't like to put a limit on anything that I do or anything that I could do. I don't like to put a limit on anything if it's possible in my eyes. Like if you watch, like you said, Kanye didn't put a limit on nothing.
Nothing.
He takes every negative that people try to shun upon him and he turned it into a positive. That's what I do. You feel me?
Yes.
Because energy attracts, man.
Yeah.
You got to look at yourself like you the biggest of all time.
Yup.
You feel me?
Yup.
And it just goes with the territory. It's all perspective at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If you perceive that you are something, you are going to become that.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I perceive that I'm going to be successful.
Yeah.
And in that instance, how you become successful is you have to put in the work. You can't just say, all right, you can't just wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and say your affirmations and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to be successful, but don't put no type of work in.
Yeah. That's real.
You can't. It's not going to happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
You have to put work in. That's the only way you're going to see a result.
Yeah.
You see a result by putting the actual work in.
Yeah.
And I feel like just me and you on because we can relate, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Like I've done a lot of stuff. Graphic design, motion graphics. I'm an artist. Shoot, man,
Websites.
you name it, I could do a
My
lot.
website, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I create websites.
Yeah.
Come on, bro, I do a lot.
Yeah.
I'm in the background of business. A lot of people see artists don't even know this, bro. Like just in the background, like I done taught so many people, bro.
You got cars.
Just based off of my mentor. He taught me this, and I took the game that he taught me, and I'm teaching it to other folks. See, I can't gain knowledge and hold it.
Yeah.
That's not my thing. I always spread the knowledge and make sure that the people around me know exactly what I know.
Yeah.
So that way we all can be successful. It's not an I in team. Because I look at us as a team. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, the only way you're gonna win is your team. You can't do this by yourself.
That's real.
A lot of people try to come in the game and say they done it themselves and they did not do it themselves. I didn't do nothing myself.
Yeah.
I took what was given to me and you know took a hold of my accomplishments or not my accomplishments, took a hold of my opportunities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in that instance, bro, like it's a lot that a lot of people could do today to change their mind frame to be successful.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff that people need to change in order to be successful.
Yeah, there's a lot of
one last thing.
Yeah.
You have to be, and I have to say this. In order for you to win, you have to unlearn what you learned and learn something new.
Damn. So in order for you to win, you have to unlearn what you learned.
What you learned.
Especially in our generation and generation in the past. Because everything we were taught was go do this, graduate, then go do this. It don't matter if it makes you happy or not. You have to do it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And also like it's crazy. So I went back to like my old emails and stuff, and I saw like a lot of the work I was doing in high school and stuff, like my essays and whatever, da da da. And I was just like, bro, like we don't even use this shit in our real life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
not like most of this shit we do not use, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
80%.
yeah, I'm like, bro, real shit though. Like when it comes to algebra and all that stuff, like the hard calculations and stuff, we literally use basic math. You know what I'm saying? Basic this, basic that, and I think knowledge is key, definitely. You know what I'm saying? But it just kind of hit me where it was like, bro, they taught us more about like I know mental health is huge, bro. They taught us more about mental health, bro. They don't teach us that shit. You know what I'm saying? If they taught us more about creativity, imagine if like I know there was music classes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it was more like the saxophone and the piano. You know what I'm saying? Where it was like, if
Exactly.
if they taught us our creative, imagine if school was creative, just straight creativity, bro. More people would be happy on this earth. You know what I'm saying? And definitely, we need our doctors, we need our lawyers, we need our teachers, we need our firefighters, and all of them. So obviously, if that's the lane, that's dope, man. But I really believe everybody has a creative side in them, and I wanted to talk to you about creativity, man. I know the biggest thing artists, actors, whoever you want to call it, bro, they're their biggest roadblock, bro. Like when it comes to like mixing your songs and doing your work, how hard is it to get out that creative block where it's like, fuck, I'm overthinking this shit at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like my work is actually good. I'm just overthinking it.
Now, a real artist knows that the only reason you'll get writer's block or anything of some sort is if you're not properly eating, you're not getting the proper sleep you need.
Okay.
You're not doing things to benefit yourself as far as your health. That's the only time you're gonna get writer's block.
Yeah.
Now, as an artist, I feel like I made my best music based off of experience, man.
Ah.
My best music. Like I'm sitting one time I'm in Miami, sitting in a high rise on the 30th floor, record music. I'm looking out at the view like damn. And I'm recording right here like, golly, this shit is nice.
Yeah.
And I get more enthused and more hyped because my surroundings and what I'm seeing and what I'm experiencing, now I can make better music because of what I'm experiencing. And plus I ate good.
Yeah.
Plus I had water. Plus I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as far as my health.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm having a good time. So of course I'm gonna bring some great content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It as an artist, it starts with self
Yeah.
first. And anything you do though, it starts with self. Like with a podcast, you can't be your best self if you ain't doing what you need to do. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do for yourself, you can't be your best you.
That's real.
You can't come on a podcast and be, yeah, what's up, every guy? What's up, everybody? Da 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 da. When you ain't ate nothing, you ain't did nothing for the day. Your day ain't start off right, and you just start the podcast like,
And he right because today, like what he's speaking of, the reason my energy is always so good and high. The last podcast I did and this one was I got up super early in the 4 a.m. in the morning, got my sleep. I went to the gym. I ate my food. I took my time. I got my setup going. And like basically what he's saying is like you have to prepare for these moments. You know what I'm saying? Like any moment. If you're not prepared already, but you're done, you're gonna fold. You know what I'm saying? Like and opportunities, and I'm pretty sure on your side you can speak on it as well. Is like opportunities are always gonna come. You just gotta be prepared and you gotta be ready. And how you do that is on your own time. Like when the camera shut off, when all the loud noise is there. Like what work are you putting where somebody doesn't have to be on your head and be like, oh shit, good job. You like it ain't even about that. You know what I'm saying? It's about looking in the mirror and be like, yeah, damn. Like I really fulfilled the day. You know what I'm saying? I did my good duties and stuff like that. And you said I know you said experiences influence you and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
I know with Kanye's moment, like he was talking about in the hip hop scene, he's not in the whole like killing people and da da da. So it's not his lane and stuff like that. Do you feel like sometimes with artists they're scared to follow their own lanes? That's why music kind of is like a sheep thing instead of like doing your own type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I know even with you, your music switched. You went from like I'm pretty sure you went from like hype music to now your sound
Melodic.
completely different. Yeah.
I'm, I mean, in the sense, I feel like I still do hype music. It's just that I want to be versatile.
Okay.
That's my thing. It's not a lot of people that accept versatile music.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So in that instance, I'm just gonna be me. At the end of the day, I'm doing what I know I can do. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm doing exactly what I know I can do. I wouldn't be doing no melodic music if I know I couldn't hit no note or
Yeah.
hit no. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
I don't be doing that. Like that's not my
Yeah.
lane. I'm not gonna be doing something that's not me.
Yeah.
I'm doing something that I'm aware. I'm aware of
Yeah.
this. This is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? I just like creating, and creating means being your best you,
Wow.
meaning you can do anything you like to do.
Yeah.
So being versatile is one of my things. I can do hype music. I can do melodic music. I do a fucking country song.
Yes,
You
sir.
feel me? Like
Limits to it.
you feel me?
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
I'll do it with the right folks. Easy. It's not hard.
Yeah.
You feel me? But then a lot of people will shun you and look at you wrong like, "Nigga weird. He not consistent. I like it better when he do this. I like it better when he do that." I've had people say that. You feel me? But at the end of the day, you're not understanding like when it comes to music, comes creativity.
Yeah.
That's what it
Bring
is,
in
bro.
different versions of the sound.
But to answer your question, I feel like what people being I don't feel like it's necessarily people afraid to do their own thing.
Yeah.
I feel like they see what's in the industry and they see what works, right?
Ah.
They see what works and they try to imitate what they see that works and try to do it in their own way and say, "Oh, I did it with a twist though, so it's my thing. I made it my own." No, no, do your own stuff from begin with. You feel me? From the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So
do you
that's
hard
why.
though? Do you personally feel like it's hard to follow your lane nowadays? Because I feel like nowadays everybody wants to hear the next Future, the next Migos, the next Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? The next whoever gonna. Do you feel like it's hard to follow your own lane, or because I personally think following your own lane is a whole nother route that it brings sound to different type of genres of music. You know what I'm saying? But the we're
Exactly.
talking about just the lane of hip hop, like do you feel like they discriminate or they knock off different like Kanye had a different sound from like what Hove was throwing out and all of them, you know what I'm saying? Like Hove said to him,
Exactly.
Hove told Kanye, and by the way, people get it confused. Hove did not put Kanye on, you know what I'm saying? Kanye was Hove's producer, but Hove did not Jay-Z did not actually believe in Kanye when he first came out, you know what I'm saying? But it's because he said Kanye was his music was kind of like soft. Basically, it was not about killing or gangster. He wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
Kanye went a different route. I feel like that's why when he was in why he was in those rooms, they overlooked it because they're like, this is not something. This is not hip hop. What is this? You know what I'm saying? And do you feel? I know you got to go through those struggles, but do you feel like if you do go your own route, it's definitely going to be a lonely route in the beginning?
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not worried about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just gotta I I have a few things that I want to do as an artist, and I stay optimizing myself every single day I get a chance. What I mean by optimize, I'm always looking for a way to better myself as an artist. You know what I'm saying? And I already know what lane I'm going in. It's just that I don't want to say like I'm holding myself, but I just know that the way I'm trying to go about it is gonna take some time.
Yeah.
So I can't worry about how long it's gonna take. But in the midst of that, and this is the reason why I'm getting to where I'm getting to, because now mind you, a lot of people may not know I had a artist development deal with Sony.
Oh shit.
So I was signed to Sony one point in time,
Let's
and
let's talk about that. Let's get
kind of like.
so you were signed by Sony, and
Mhm,
I've heard about that. I knew that as well.
mhm.
How was that? Was that like a moment where you're like, what the fuck? Like it's just
Bro, I promise you it came out of nowhere.
yeah,
But because and the reason why I say that is because it's your connects, man. It's your connects. You gotta have
yeah.
connects. And I was told by a friend of ours, Tentrion. I was told of a friend of ours, and he brought it to my attention that it's not about who you know, it's about who know you.
Ah, yeah,
And I always used to say it's not about who you know, it's about what you know. You feel me? And that's true. But then but it's more valuable to say it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. Because I can
Heard that.
go.
I never heard that one. So you're saying that's crazy. It's a different. This is a tip. So I've always heard it's not about what you know, it's who you know. So you're saying it's not about who you know, it's about who know you, and that's a mil. What the fuck? We're gonna click that.
$1 million.
That's real
Yes, bro.
shit. Hold on. It's not about who you know. It's about who knows you.
Who knows
Because you
you?
can know so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? I know this dude. I know that. But like the
Do they know you?
who the fuck knows you, and that shit is real as fuck. I'm gonna clip that and I'm gonna repost that probably 100 times, bro. So I
Mm-hmm. Cause I could have went in the studio with Young Thug,
yeah
and I know of him because he's an artist. He's a big time artist. Everybody knows him,
yeah
right? Yeah, I know him, but do he know me? I'm just sitting in the room.
yeah
I'm one of these people that's in the room,
yeah. Wow.
and we in there chopping it up. Cause I'm in the room because my cousin, he's a multi-platinum producer,
Yes
and
sir.
that, like I said, it's about who knows you,
Yeah,
right? He put me on, and I had to, do what I need to do to get where I need to go. You know what I'm saying? So I can get the placement that I had. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It wasn't just up to him. You know what I'm saying? But if it wasn't for him, you feel me? I would have got that placement.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, getting in these rooms with these people, man, like it's like, yeah, I know of you, but do Young Thug know me?
That's real.
I could probably see him again. He not gonna be like, hey, what's up, Hugo?
Yeah.
Because obviously he don't know me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He probably been in the studio with countless of people
yeah,
that was just in the back in the
yeah,
scenes. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it's about who knows you at the end of the
yeah.
day. So by that being said, um,
So when you were signed by Sony, how did you come up with that? Like, is that something where are you still signed by them, or is that something you're not partnered with them no more?
I'm still partnered with
Yeah,
them, but I just it's kind of, I say I kind of want to make it seem like I'm not, because at the end of the day, like it's a lot of shit that went on um that I
yeah,
witnessed. It's neither good or bad,
yeah,
but I just know how I want to approach
yeah,
the labels, man.
yeah,
I want to be valuable when I approach them.
yeah.
You feel me? Not not be like the certain type of person where I come to them and they sign me based off of their value to them.
Uh,
Like how much I'm worth to them.
yeah,
I want to be worth something based off of my own infrastructure. You feel me?
yeah,
I come to them, I'm already worth this amount of money.
yeah,
You feel me? I don't want to be, oh well, Sony or Columbia or Capitol Records be like, well, you're worth this. No.
yeah.
I come to you and you see my worth.
That's real.
You feel
That's
me?
real.
Got it. And by that being said, you gotta put that work in. You feel me? You gotta put the work in. Look, I'm an artist, right? I'm an artist. It's been multiple people, mind you. Now you're gonna hear this, you're gonna be like, then why you ain't make it? And why you ain't do this? And why you ain't do that? But it's been multiple people that I've sat around. The Lil Yachty's, it's been a lot of
Yeah,
people, bro. Like it's been a lot of people. These people, like Yachty, used to come to my auntie house when he before it was
yeah,
Yachty, before it was Lil Boat. You feel me? Like he used to, just off the basis of my cousin
yeah,
though. You feel me? Because he was a producer. He still is a producer. He's a multi-platinum producer now.
yeah.
But everybody knew him as a producer and an engineer. He used to engineer too.
Oh,
So he used to engineer some of my music. And all of these artists used to come to my aunt's house, right? And
NATL, obviously, right?
in ATL, yeah, in ATL. And like these people, like I'm trying to remember, I'm trying to figure out where I was going with this. But like
You were
before all of this, huh?
no, go ahead.
Yeah, before all of this, man, like it was literally like I had to work all the way up until to my point, and I got my first big break in 2019,
Okay.
right? And out of all of these people that used to come around, and when I was in my aunties, they done made it. They done got they big breaks and they got bags, they got deals and all types of stuff,
Yeah.
right? They passed me up. These are people I've been rapping longer than them, and they passed me up, right?
Yeah.
But the reason being is because it's about who you know, who knows you. You feel me? They got in situations where people knew them, and they got it a little faster than me.
Yeah.
You feel me? But not to mention these people, they also took fucked up deals too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
me? And me, I'm not trying to touch a fucked up deal. I'm not. But at the end of the day, the reason why they made it is because they took the risk and I didn't. At the time,
Yeah.
I didn't take the risk. They was taking. I'm talking about blind risk. I'm talking about risk where they names is getting taken away from them, and they taking percentages and they getting money taken from. They don't even own their masters.
Damn.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
And
And that's
they just
that's
taking these risks.
in 2022. You know what I'm saying? And that's for a
Yeah.
lot of artists, like from you know what I'm saying, even from like not even just hip hop, like you know what I'm saying. You got obviously the Nipsey Hussle side. I think Kanye don't own his, right, or something like that. I believe he don't. And then
I'm not even
yeah,
sure about
Taylor
Kanye's
Swift.
situation.
I don't know if you heard about the Taylor Swift situation, which is fucking wild. She got the
Mm-hmm.
person that sold her masters made like damn near $500 million. You know what I'm saying? It's like 300
Yep.
million off of her masters, and
Exactly.
and that's a big thing about like believing in yourself. Why do you, first of all, why do you feel like everybody now is coming out and being like, yo, I need to be independent? Because why wasn't, I know back, like I know it's been always and it still is a trend to get signed, you know what I'm saying? But why do you feel like artists are
Yeah.
coming now speaking out and be like, yo, my label fucked me over, they don't even let me put out music, and it's big artists saying this shit, you know what I'm saying? Why do you feel like, you think these labels are taking advantage of the artists?
No.
Okay, okay, okay.
You want to know why I say that though?
Why? They chose it, they signed it.
Yeah, they're not reading. They you feel me? Like
Oh, clip that. Hold
they
on,
not
clip that.
reading, bro.
Yo, literally what he said is basically, is nigga, you gotta read your shit. It's your fault, you know what I'm saying? But also, I think some people, you know, it is obviously definitely, it's right there. You gotta read it. But I think when you come from nothing, no money, no nothing, if
Of course.
somebody throw millions of dollars in your face, you don't give a fuck what that paper say. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna sign it. But then you
Oh
start going.
God.
But I always say this: if somebody's willing to throw you $5 million to sign you, that means they're gonna make
Mm.
way more money off of you. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna just get $5 million
What,
off of nobody. You know what I'm saying?
bro? $5 million. Best believe that come with stipulations.
Yeah,
What?
real. That's real.
You better read that contract thoroughly and not by yourself. You better have a lawyer present. Cause to 5 million, that's some big money, bro. That what? Actually, that's not no money for real.
Yeah,
I've never touched 5 million,
yeah,
but I know based off of some people that I know up in higher
yeah,
places that I personally know, that's not no money to them.
yeah,
You feel
yeah.
me? So at the end of the day, you gotta know, bro. When somebody hitting you with that type of money, you're gonna have to have a lawyer
Yeah.
present.
That's real.
And on top of that, man, like a lot of people just don't know, man, that business
Yeah,
aspect of music is important, bro. It is very important. And then go back to ask to your question about if independent people should be more independent or get a label. I'm gonna tell you like this: a label is nothing but a loan company, bro.
damn. Yeah,
So literally,
yeah.
bro, I can go build my credit, bro. Right? I can go build my credit. It take and this is what I this is what I heard. This is what I heard in a meeting with um UMG, Universal Music Group. In a meeting with Universal Music Group, right? They telling you how much it costs to break an artist.
To break an artist?
To break an artist. Like I can take you tomorrow, not by tomorrow, but to break an
Um,
artist overnight type shit. Right?
how much is,
$500,000,
how
man.
much?
$500,000 to break an artist.
Damn.
But here's the thing, though. Yeah, you would look at that vast number and be like, "Damn," but you're not understanding. A lot of people don't understand where that $500,000 is going to.
What do you, is it radio plays?
radio, interviews, promotion. I'm not talking about phony promotion. I'm not talking placebo promotion, because placebo promotion is just, hey, send it to somebody. Hey, would you subscribe to my channel? Or could you follow my socials? And that's placebo promotion. We ain't talking about types like, we talking about big stuff like go to New York and see yourself on a
Big
big
ass.
screen. We talking about stuff like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
it's bro, $500,000 to break an
That's
artist.
wild.
Think about it. Industry plants. I'm an island boy. Those are industry plants.
I'm an
You feel
island
me?
boy. So you believe in industry plants? You think that was set up?
They are. They industry
Yeah, I
plants.
hear you.
You
Because they
feel me? These are
they
these. It's
know.
people who are investing in them.
You said what?
Those those are merely those two people. Those two twin
Yeah.
boys. They're merely industry plants based off of the people who are investing in them.
Damn. Damn.
Oh yeah, I know. I feel like this will blow. This off some funny shit. Hey, look, I invest. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
You got people out here who would do that, and they're investing in you to
And
blow
they
up. Easy, bro. It's not hard to be an artist, but it is hard to be an artist coming out as an independent artist. Yes, it is.
You're right though, because that upfront cash, you know what I'm saying? It definitely puts you ahead when it comes to like doing things at a fast
Mm-hmm.
pace. So
It is, bro.
what kind of projects for the people? What kind of projects you got coming up, man? Or what's your move or goal for the next upcoming 2022 year?
Right now, man, I already dropped a album last year that I'm just letting simmer right now. My main goal right now is to um finish out making a bunch of videos, man. I have a whole bunch of music. You feel me? I got a catalog worth of music, so I can drop at any time.
Yeah,
It's just I feel like I need a face to my music. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like it has to be a face, and I need more videos.
okay, more content.
So yeah, more content
Yeah,
definitely.
because
And
I've heard your music, bro.
I
Your music is hard, by the way, bro. Like I remember texting you,
appreciate it,
like, bro,
man.
this shit is dangerous, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? But I always knew that consistency beats everything, bro. And you obviously definitely been consistent. But like I said the
Yeah,
face, bro. The content. It's crazy how our generation moved now. It's like, bro, most of these music you hear nowadays, it just be anything at this point. But the content behind
yeah,
it and the face to it is just blowing it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like content definitely crazy, but yeah, definitely when you get that linked up, it's dangerous, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you work with Sony, did your music stuff, been in different type of studios, been working hard. So it's like once you get your content up, it'll be a
hmm
dangerous scenery, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like man, it took a lot of adjustment, man. Like when I started with Sony and it was booking sessions with me, man. It got to a point where I didn't see home for a whole month,
yeah,
probably a whole 2 months. If I'm saying that correctly,
yeah.
I didn't see home for a whole 2 months because I was in and out of studios every single day. You feel me? So it was like I'm not going home to go change. We'll go get a hotel and go buy some clothes or whatever, and we'll go to the store, go get clothes or get our essentials, and be at the hotel, and then go to the next session in about an hour or so. Like in the intervals that we had, man, it was like we'll be in the studio from Monday to Tuesday. But we in the studio for them 2 days. We didn't go home at all. Monday to Tuesday, probably half of Wednesday, go to the hotel, go get some food or whatever, go get some clothes, the essentials, the toothbrush, the
Yeah.
whatever. Come back hotel, freshen up. Then in an hour later, then we go to back to the studio. You feel
Yeah.
me? And do a whole another 2 days. You feel me? But that came costly for a little while, and we had to end up stopping because we was like, man, we might as well go, get our own studio. Because you gotta think about it. When you get signed, man, you get an advance, and an advance is basically either you gonna get your whole advance up front. Let's say if I made a
Yeah.
million, right? Either I'm gonna get the whole advance up front, or I'm gonna get an advance
Okay.
quarterly. I'm gonna get it in sections. So in that instance, the rest of the money that's not being touched, it's still getting touched. So if I want to book a studio through Sony, that's coming out the
Oh,
advance that I'm
are they
not
taking
touching.
that the money that they're loaning you?
So let's say a million. I took 500,000 up front, but the other 500,000 is being placed over here while other money is being accumulated, right?
Okay.
So in that instance, that 500,000 that's not being touched, that I don't even know where it's at. You
Yeah.
feel me? As an independent artist, see, a lot of people don't know this, and this is the thing: they don't know where their money coming from. They don't know where how they're even accumulating
Yeah.
money, and that's an important thing. So, man, it's been times, bro. But I'm just thinking about it now. It's just been times, bro. This shit's
Yeah.
crazy. But 500,000 not being touched, and you say, "Oh yeah, Sony, I want to go book a studio at so and so and so, whatever the case may be, and I want this many hours." All right, bet that's probably like 600 for how many hours, whatever the case may be, $600 worth of
Yeah.
hours, and that's coming out of my five
The
hundred
event.
thousand that's not being touched because I got my 500,000 that they gave me for an
Yeah.
advance, but the other stuff that's being not being touched is being touched,
Damn. Damn.
and I have to pay that back because everything that they gave me, even though they gave me 500,000 as an advance up front, I still gotta pay
Yeah. And
that back
a lot of people
plus the money that's not being touched
they think the million they give you or whatever money they give you is a grant. You gotta pay all that shit back.
and
Plus
some
everything you make
interest.
after that, they get whatever they percentage they get off of that. You know what I'm saying? Plus
Exactly.
they keep your masters. You know what I'm saying? So you basically
If no, but you gotta understand though. They don't keep your masters if you got a good deal.
definitely.
See,
Yeah. It's not.
now everybody gets scared though. And here's the thing: you can't be afraid of anything. You can't fear nothing but the Most High. You feel me?
Yeah.
You just gotta know how to read. That's it, right? You gotta know how to
Man, y'all
read.
gotta get you some. You
Now,
gotta get some lawyers out here, man, for real.
some
Yeah.
lawyers, man, and a lot of people be afraid of 360
Oh
deals.
yeah.
People be afraid of 360. It's some good ass 360 deals out here,
Yeah.
man. You don't know, man. 360 deals are
Yeah.
good if you got the right
Yeah.
360 deal. Now, if you get a 360 deal and it ain't right, oh, you getting fucked
Getting
all
tried.
around.
Yeah. I think
All of
Megan Thee
yeah,
Stallion, she was stuck with hers. You know what I'm saying? Her label. A
you
lot
getting
of
ran.
people, yeah. And I noticed like labels like Rock Nation and stuff like that, or companies like that. I don't know if they're a label or manager, one of them, but you can still get signed and have a great ass deal, and you know what you're doing. So it's like, just like if you go to the bank and they're like, "We'll give you 5 million to invest in your career," like it's the same way. There's deals where they'll be like, "Yo, we'll throw you money. You just got to pay this back and just get a little percentage." But they're not gonna take your masters. They're not gonna do all that. And it's like money does help, bro. You don't need money, obviously, but money does help. But I still my version is still like, if you can do it independent, run with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
What money?
run with it if you can do it independent. There's a lot of resources. There's a lot of different type of softwares now to help you. But like he said, 404 said, don't be afraid to go in those rooms and just block the blessing, because it's like, oh, it's a label. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to take my masters and da 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 da. If you start,
Mm-hmm.
you can finesse it. I know. What was it? Frank Ocean finesse his deal. You know what I'm saying? He had
Mm-hmm.
one last album left, and he just found there's ways to finesse it. You know what I'm saying? Where it can help you, but
Exactly.
and by the way, just I'm not trying to say finesse the labels or finesse da 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 da. It's basically like, know what you're, like you said, read, bro. Know what you're doing. There's hella labels that
Yeah.
actually is beneficial, and there's a lot of independent art. Being an independent artist is beneficial as well. You just gotta find what's right for you.
You have to find what's right for
Yeah,
you. That's all it is, man. And if you like 360 deals that come with a little
yeah,
stipulation,
that's what it is.
by all me, man, if that's your tea, man, go ahead and drink that mug. But at the end of the day, man, like, just start. People gotta read,
Yeah,
man. It, man, if you read and you get with the right lawyers and stuff, man, you can never go
yeah,
wrong, man. And your lawyers can put you in good positions
most
too.
definitely,
Put you in some nice
most definitely.
positions. You feel me? Like my manager. Now my manager right now, his lawyer is 21 Savage's
Okay,
lawyer.
okay.
And I'm talking about big names. I'm talking about Gucci Mane
Oh,
lawyer.
yeah.
Um, a lot of big names, bro. A lot of big names. She's lawyers for him, and that's his lawyer, right? I always said when I get the deal, because I'm looking to sign with
Okay,
Republic.
that's hard.
I'm looking to sign
That'd
with
be huge.
Republic, but no telling what the what's going on.
And
But
they're
I'm
not
gonna
gonna own
just
your masters though, right? Like they don't. They're not gonna
huh?
own your masters or anything.
No, I'm looking for at least a 80/20,
Okay, so
man.
that's
Like
hard.
I'm trying to look for a 80/20,
Yeah,
man. Like we can do that. That's
perfect.
a good thing. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, I have to build that value because nobody ain't gonna take you serious. It's like a credit company, right? Think about it, bro. Go to a car dealership with a 500 credit
Yeah,
score. Think they're gonna take you serious? And you talking about getting a Mercedes Benz. You go up in there, they're gonna look at you crazy.
I hear you. Yeah,
You feel me? It's the same thing with the
going.
labels, man. It's nothing but a loan company, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah,
You can everything that a label do, you can do
yeah,
yourself. It take $500,000 to do it. You got the money. You want
yeah.
to do it? You want to be an artist? And then on top of that, it's the people that can get the 500,000 but don't know where to
That's
place it.
real. That's real.
You
Yeah,
feel me?
that's real.
You got to know where you placing this stuff. And that's why I said reading is important. And that's why I'm glad I got the mentor that I do because he been in rooms he been in countless of rooms and he got list of people and list of connects that I could just go to and just be like, hey, you got this right here. I can da 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 da. I can work with. Boom. Like we got the plug to the hottest radio station out here in
Yeah.
AZ, 98.5. Like, come
Yeah,
on, like I can I got their connect. I literally stepped in on them probably like a month
yeah,
ago while they was doing a
yeah,
session, a live session. I gotta connect to 98 point.
yeah,
Come on, bro. Like this shit is not. I can get my music on the radio
yeah,
easy. You feel me? I just gotta take the initiative. It go back to the
yeah.
analogy. You gotta eat. You
Yeah.
gotta eat
Eat
your
the
food,
food.
bro. Don't let it sit
Yes,
there.
sir.
It's gonna deteriorate.
Sir.
It's gonna go away. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like it is not gonna be no longer nourishing. It's not gonna be no longer
So,
eatable. Feel me? So the opportunity is gonna wither
yeah.
away.
So make sure
So
y'all eat your food.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Get your lawyers, read your paper. You know what I'm saying? Try not to get finessed out here. Most, most importantly,
exactly.
live your dream. You know what I'm saying? And keep fighting for whatever you want. Like, as we both can agree, like the 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 other side of fear is happiness and peace. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever you're fearing, just push through it. And just like you said, we all fear. We all have those doubts of losing. We all have that. It's not about that though. It's about being able to overcome that. You know what I'm saying? Then that's the easy part. So whenever feel fear or I'm about to go do some crazy shit, I'm like, fuck. What I do is I initially I train my mind to if I ever fear, I run towards it instead of behind. You know what I'm saying? So I don't run away.
Yeah.
I actually just keep running towards it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's the biggest blessing. Is like when you do it so many times where it's like everybody, whoever's watching, just keep. When you feel fear, just try your best to be like, all right, I feel it. I feel fear right now. I'm gonna run towards. After a
Hmm.
while, you're gonna be immune to it. You're gonna be like, all right, this is it. You know, I know the feeling after. You know, so I'm gonna keep going and push through it, man.
Exactly, bro. That's what it is, man. And like I try to keep off the radar and do what I need to do. That's why it's like I started so many businesses and I'm learning a lot more so I can be successful, not only into music, but as a person as well. Because I'm running the game right now, or like the game that I'm running right now is assets over liability.
Yeah. Wow.
I've been in that race for a good 2
That's
years
huge.
now. You know what I mean? So and we working. We working. Me and Twin. We working, man.
Sir.
Getting it together.
Yes, sir.
Get these credit
There we
scores
go.
up. Getting these $5,000 worth of credit limits, ten
Yes,
thousand. You know what I'm saying?
30,
20,
50,
30. Come on,
60.
bro.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
We talking about big
Yeah.
numbers,
Yeah.
man. And we utilizing credit the
Yeah.
best way.
The
You
right way,
feel me?
bro. And I see you definitely, man. I see you growing, bro. You're doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? You're opening businesses. I know you're running through every industry. Turo, fucking
Mm-hmm.
different type. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck. You're doing so many type of things, bro. Music, everything. And a lot of that might seem
Mm-hmm.
overwhelming to a lot of people. But the fact that you're able to handle it and put it into one and control your mind is dope, bro. It's lit. You know what I'm saying? The goal
Man.
with this podcast is just inspire a lot of people watching, bro, and just like understand that um, hopefully this can like people can watch this and just have some type of joy and like inspiration to just get up and go. You know, I appreciate
Hmm.
you, bro. Where can people follow your socials and your music, my guy?
Man, y'all can follow me on anywhere. I'm talking about Instagram,
Sir,
Facebook. We talking about Twitter. We talking about YouTube. Anywhere you want to follow me, it's 404
Hugo,
Hugo.
let's go. That's what we.
No capital
No
H.
capital H, Hugo. 404 Hugo. So yeah, go ahead and follow 404 Hugo. Bro, I appreciate you for coming on, bro. I ain't gonna lie with you, man. You're a blessing for coming on. I I was telling I was like, I hit up so many people, and you were definitely the second one, and I appreciate you for even coming and showing love, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Most
Definitely is
definitely.
gonna be inspired by this and to hear your story, bro. The next time, well, I'm definitely gonna. The next time we talk, bro, it's gonna be some crazy news. You know what I'm saying? Some great news. We're gonna see what's going on. But it was always nice hearing from you, bro.
Most definitely. Thank you for having me on your podcast, man. I wish you the best of luck in your journey,
Bro,
man. This is a blessing to see you
man,
doing this, man.
bro.
For real.
I appreciate you. So I'm gonna go ahead and end record, but we still gotta stay on because it's gonna upload. So I'll talk to you in a little bit. All right, bro. But thank
All
y'all
right,
for
bro.
watching. This is the second podcast. We're gonna move on to the third. I appreciate y'all for coming on and tuning in. It's a blessing. Thank you.